Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for attending this webinar about Questa One. My name is Rachid Laris, and in the next hour or so, we will go through our next generation verification. So after a short introduction from Patrick Courty, we look at why Questa One matters and what it is. So we will discover the reason behind this, and we will walk through its four key components, and then we take a deep dive into Questa One SIM. Patrick, if you can follow.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Rachid, for that introduction. So, good morning to everybody. So, I am Patrick Courtis, account manager for AGL Solution for France and French-speaking countries like Belgium and Switzerland. I just want to share a few words about VAR Group and VAR Industries. The two logos that you will see appears in this presentation. So, VAR Group first is an international digital integrator, part of Cesar Group, which is a leading player in Italy in the provision of technological solution, IT, and digital solution for the business sector mainly. VAR Group is present in 18 countries, mainly in Europe, but also in the Americas, the US, Mexico, and Brazil, for example. We are today more than 4,200 employees with over 50 years of experience on a turnover of nearly 900 million euros. VAR Group includes VAR Industries, which is part of this big group. VAR Industries is a specialist of electronics design, from PCB design to manufacturing, including simulation, and in particular today the subject that interests us, the world of FPGAs and ASICs. VAR Industries today is around 220 employees, more than 4,500 customers, and the turnover is about 66 million euros. So that's, we are also present in main industries. You know, everyone knows that electronic is everywhere today, and so our customers are represented in any of these industries. That's it for me for the moment about the VAR Group. So you will have at the end of the presentation the list of the sales representatives in each country. You can ask them a question. I just want to add a few words about the webinar itself. So it is registered, so you will find it soon, later available. And we will address the question at the end of the presentation. And you have on the upper right corner of the window a small icon with a question mark. So you click on it, and then you have access to the question window, and you can write your question. They will be registered, and we will answer to them at the end of the presentation. So I will now hand over to Rachid. Enjoy the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Now that Patrick has set the stage, let's examine where we are today and why Questa One is the answer. So, according to 2024 data from Wilson Research Group survey, only 14% of chips achieve first-time silicon success, and FPGAs are no exception. So this tells us that the complexity we are managing has grown far beyond what we can easily control. The time to market pressure is just as challenging. 75% of chips are behind schedule, meaning we simply don't have enough time to get product out as planned. Making things even more difficult, according to Semiconductor Industry Association, there is a severe talent shortage. So it's estimated that 80% of the semiconductor industry's demand for skilled professionals goes unmet. So universities are not producing enough graduates, and the workforce isn't keep pace. So in short, complexity is rising, time is running short, resources and talent are insufficient. So these three factors create a kind of storm for our industry. So we don't have enough time and we don't have enough resources. So let's talk about the trends we see in the market. When I was in school, so I don't want to talk about my age, so computers were far less accessible than they are today. Back then, we often shared a single computer among many people. If we look at the evolution of humanity over the last 100, 150 years, the first big shift was the automation of physical labor, what we call electrification. Later, we move into the computation era where information and data processing became the driver force. Now we are entering a new phase, conification. Just as electrification allowed us to delegate physical labor to machines and computation allowed us to delegate information processing, conification is about delegating thinking itself. So this makes a profound change in how we will interact with and shape the world ahead. So what's now working today? Our traditional approach to verification is no longer sufficient for the trends we face. The old standard-driven, rule-based method with disconnected flows where simulation, formal and static analysis are handled in isolation simply can't keep up. Fluid designs with endless test benches no longer guarantee effectiveness. Coverage report may show numbers, but the real value lies in insight. And the human brain alone cannot scale to the complexity required to ensure a clean type-out. Another major challenge is debugging. Survey shows that 40% of the global verification workforce time is spent debugging, finding, and fixing unexpected issues. Finally, our planning is fragmented, with global teams, specifications, design intent, and project plans often fall out of sync, leading to misaligned expectations and unpredictable outcomes. So in short, disconnected processes, over-reliance on manual debugging, fragmented global planning, all of this create a broken world where traditional verification simply cannot scale to meet today's demand. Breaking the bottleneck. So the bottom line is this: we don't just need faster tools, we need a smarter foundation for verification. So this slide highlights the three pillars that define that foundation. Connected verification. Today's flows are fragmented, separate engineers, recently teams, and disconnected data. This leads to inefficiencies, coverage gaps, and missed insight. We need to move to unifying engines, data, and teams into a seamless flow where result in automation move effortlessly across the process. Second, modern verification generates massive volumes of data, but without intelligent analysis, it's just noise. We need to turn that data into action using analytics and artificial intelligence to predict risk, guide the strategies, and accelerate coverage closure. Better, more scalable verification is becoming essential as designs grow rapidly while resources remain limited. So verification must scale across compute resources, teams, and geographies without increasing cost or complexity. So smart automation and predictive insight are key to doing more with less. Together, these three pillars, connected, data-driven, and scalable, form the foundation for next generation verification. Now, turning vision into reality, what is the response? So why Questa One? The name says it all. One stands for unifying engines, combining applications, and connecting workflows into a single cohesive verification solution. Our high-performance simulation engine, Questa One Sim, unifies functional and fault simulation in a single scalable solution. It supports RTL, gate level, and DFT, design for test designs, with parallel processing and built-in profiling to handle today's growing complexity. Simulation that scales and simplifies, one engine for all. Questa One SAV. It unifies static and formal verification in a single AI-enhanced flow, stimulus-free, parallelized, and practical, making property checking and intent validation more scalable than ever. Questa One Every VIP. It extends the verification to system-level protocols and interconnects, supporting advanced domains like 3D IC and chiplets. It integrates smoothly with simulation and emulation to validate complex systems, not just individual IP blocks. And finally, we have Questa One IQ. It acts as the intelligence layer, an analytics and AI engine that turns coverage metrics into actionable insight. It accelerates smart coverage closure, helping teams close gaps faster with fewer test iterations. So together, these four components deliver a connected, data-driven, and scalable verification solution. Let's start with verification IQ. So Questa One redefines what a smart modern verification system can be. Here's how the vision of smart verification become reality. Smart verification in 5 key areas. We have smart creation. AI accelerate the creation of design, test plans, infrastructure, and stimulus to speed and enhance verification setup. Smart regression efficiently manages regression workloads to reduce cost while maintaining coverage and quality. We have smart analysis. It extracts actionable insight from large verification datasets, I think particularly about coverage, to guide decisions and improvement. Smart engine embeds AI within verification tools for the acceleration and scalability needed for complex workloads. And finally, smart debugging uses AI to quickly identify and resolve issues, minimizing manual debugging time. So traditionally, verification emphasized performance the entire process. Questa One SAV. So Questa One SAV, or stimulus-free synergistic verification. It's the next generation formal verification platform that unifies static and formal verification into a single AI-enhanced flow. It also embodies simulation-free verification, finding bugs without a simulation test bench. This way, we are freeing precious simulation cycles for what simulation does best. Traditional formal tools have been fragmented into separate apps like Questalin, CDC, etc., making it hard to scale or add modern IA. So SAV, or Questa SAV, breaks those barriers, integrating all static and formal capabilities and combining them with AI and machine learning for smarter problem solving. So Questa One SV transforms formal into a set of point tools into a strategic, unified platform for today's most complex verification challenges. Questa Every VIP. So Questa One Every VIP is built on the proven VIP portfolio and compliance test suite writing in System Verilog for use in UVM test benches cross simulators. For those who knows Every, it has been acquired by Siemens something like more than 2 years ago. Okay, and it has been combined with the existing Questa IP. So we are introducing Ultimate Automation. This is a new configurator tool that reinvents and extends the old QVIP features to handle today's complex protocols with more automation, higher productivity, easier use, and fewer errors. So Every VIP also integrates seamlessly with Questa One, so you can debug in Visualizer, use VIQ for protocol coverage, and manage large compliance suites by selecting tests, running regressions, and collecting coverage efficiently. Some features remain Questa only, such as Visualizer debug and VIQ coverage. Beyond simulation, we have emulation, FPGA prototyping, including Pro FPGA. Portable test benches move across platforms with minimal changes for faster acceleration. It includes an API linking to the Velocity VTL engine for optimized performance. Software-aware VIP run real software as stimulus in Questa Sim, or using ARM fast model or QEMU. We support real-world traffic or in development firmware. So Questa One Every VIP is a new standalone solution, not a legacy QVIP update. It integrates deeply with Questa for automation, debug, coverage, portability, and software-driven verification to enable true system-level validation. Questa One Simulator. Questa One offers over a dozen new products and 17 generative, analytic, and prescriptive AI-based capabilities across simulation, debug, design creation, static, formal, and verification IP. So in our context, generative, we think about like creating new content like a test bench, constraint, or corner cases. Analytic, so analyzes existing data to extract insight and pattern like analyzing simulation result, debug pattern, etc. Prescriptive AI, we think about suggesting test reductions, prioritizations, or debug path to improve productivity and reduce simulation time. Other example, Questa Regression Navigator suggesting which test to drop or to rerun, for example. So now let's dive deeper into Questa Sim. Questa One Sim delivers next generation engines with parallel simulation, smart coverage, and built-in safety support. But it's not just about faster runs, it's about faster engineers. So regarding the new executable for Questa Sim, whatever the language, either Verilog, VHDL, or systemc, you keep using VLog, VCOM, and SCCOM. For optimization, instead of VOpt, we have QOpt. This is the new optimization executable. And for simulation and debug, we keep using QSIM. So we replace VSIM by QSIM. Let's have a view about the general use model example. For example, here, as I told you, we have the VCOM remain the same, but VOpt VSIM turns to be QOpt QSIM. VLog is okay. VOpt plus ACC, remember, this is for the optimization. Now it's hard error in the Questa One Sim. So instead, we use QOpt minus debug minus design file. Okay, minus GUI will invoke Questa One Sim in GUI or in live sim mode. The design.bin file will be located and loaded when you use it. And QWave, this damping is enabled upon adlock or through minus QWave DB. So anyway, you will have this information in the presentation later on. Okay, so for information, we have some white paper or document explaining which command has been changed, just to make it easy for you, the migration. So we used to have some requests from customers who need to take advantage from the available machine cores. So what is parallelism? Questa 1 uses an automated partitioner qualifier to check whether the design can safely run on multiple CPU cores. So if qualified, you take your design, you put it in the partitioner. If qualified, it partitions the design and launches parallel simulation across all available machine cores. This way, we are leveraging existing Questa licenses. So we are exploiting your compute power to shorten the regression turnaround time. We have a next generation coverage engine, faster performance, purpose-built coverage engine. So it's not a generic database or an add-on. It's designed from scratch for speed. General cases, we deliver 28% faster simulation on an average, with greater gain on heavy regression designs, with optimization kept on during coverage runs. So coverage execution is now almost as fast as a full regression. In terms of consistency, coverage behavior now is tied to user code, not compiler setting. So by using treat-safe data structure and deterministic sampling, the tool prevents race conditions and ensures reliable result. So results remain identical across runs, machines, and teams, simplifying in sign-off. Smarter architecture, so we have modular design that enables faster enhancement and future analytics, foundation for more advanced tooling and AI-driven coverage insight. We have block coverage definition, so it groups contiguous statements that always execute together into one coverage bin. So block coverage, in this case, replaces statement coverage. The boundaries could be between begin and blocks, each branch, if, else, or case. The benefits, we reduces unnecessary granularity. So this is good, faster simulation and simpler coverage data. We preserve meaningful coverage insight with less overhead. Next generation coverage engine accelerates issue resolution and drives faster. So more efficient coverage closure with smarter analysis, automated guidance, and the ability to debug code and functional coverage while simulation is still running. This is new. So it's not just faster runs, it enables faster engineers with intelligent debug, advanced profiling, and power analysis. So visualizer debug, I don't know if you are familiar with visualizer. So it's faster, smaller waveform database compared to the classic GUI. We have a rich offline debug feature with continuous new enhancements in this flow. We have the generated database is compact. We have some unique features like multi-test profiler, the heat map for Xdebug, interactive coverage analysis, some other nice features like what if constraint analysis, OmniSearch. I will show you a short demo on it. We have time-con X-tracing for people using UVM. We have different windows for class instances, transaction debug, etc. And visualizer in the Questa tool suite is built on Qt-based graphical framework. So this gives it a modern cross-platform user interface with responsive windows, docking, and rich visualization features for waveform viewing, debugging, and analysis. So you have many new windows, if you're not familiar with, for the FSM debug. For the wave, we have custom radix. We have a nice feature called biometric search. This is very interesting to search in your wave window, so you can specify or target some colors, so you can see graphically in the wave window specific values or behavior like glitches or transitions of values, etc. So this is very, very nice. We still use add-in buttons in the GUI. Like in this case, we have the compile, optimize, simulate, and rerun. We can keep using existing script. We can do more sophisticated button or menus, like light debug here in this case, with wave window, watch window, etc. So let's see. We can also change the theme from the GUI. For example, we can select dark or others. You can also create your own, create a favorite, or make your own using different colors dedicated to different windows. So let's see a snapshot demo for the OmniSearch. As you can see, for example, in here, you can just type a keyword after the symbol and then look for expression builder, for example, or you can use the dash or three dot or the dash. The dash, for example, it shows you the help right on your fingers. For example, you have many elements you can search. You click and you have the associated documentation right away. You can also look for search history or for your transcripts. You can also use the go-to feature, double quote a number. This go directly into the source code, into the selected source code to the line specified. So this is the general menu. When you select any line, right mouse click button, so you will have all this list of functionalities from the selected line. Let's find a way, for example, another signal or element, for example, for the address, right mouse click, show time cone or logic cone. So this open the logic cone here. You can zoom fit and you can double click and you can have the associated source code. You can keep double clicking and you can navigate in this like kind of schematic mode. So now let's go back to the Xdebug feature. So how are X values generated in simulation? Designer assignment. So X's often arise from default case statement or race condition that designers assume will never occur and therefore don't assign a specific value. It comes also from init and reset. So an initialized registers and complete reset or power aware runs often introduce X values. We have also bus and arithmetic, multiple drivers, out of range access, or divide by zero can all create X's that spread through the design. So we have different solutions to address Xdebug at different stages of the design. We have the static solution, or we call it early detection. So we catch X optimism and reset issues before simulation using lint, inspect, extract CDC, RDC. This is purely structural analysis, no simulation needed, reducing downstream X bugs. We have what we call the dynamic RTL solution, or real behavior. We use Xprobe to propagate X and expose real issues during RTL simulation. We detect X optimism, contention, and timing-related X under near silicon conditions. And we have a dynamic netlist solution, or accurate GLS. We use SimExtract. SimExtract is an innovative formal analysis and flow automation. So it filters false X's in gate-level simulation, then focus in debug on real X issues, proven to cut debugging workload and improve accuracy in sign-off. So just to recall, X optimism, this is when simulation incorrectly assumes a known value X is a known logic value 0 or 1, potentially hiding bugs. X pessimism is when simulation treats a known value as a known due to reconvergent logic or an initialized states, leading to false alarm. So within Questa 1, we can debug unknowns faster. We have here a view of the tree map view that shows the percentage of X's. The more X's, deeper the red color is. So there is the timeline view. So we can see over time the percentage of X's, and you need to add a switch to generate an X debug database when you run your simulation. So let's see in very short demo how it works. So when unusual behavior occurs, Xdebug takes snapshots to capture key areas, helping you quickly spot and resolve X-related issues. All data appears in an interactive visualizer with three views: tree map, corruptions, and timeline. So the tree map is a hierarchical heat map of your design. Block size shows the number of variables, and color weight to red shows the X percentage. Double click on a block to zoom in, set it as the root, and adjust detail depth. Corruption here, as we can see, the corruption here highlight where X's change over time, with colors indicating the level of corruption so you can pinpoint the source. Timeline, we track X's percentage over time for selected scopes. So if we hover, we can see exact values, or double click to jump back to the heat map. So Xdebug helps you uncover, visualize, and resolve X-related issues faster and with greater accuracy. Questa 1 allows the multi-test profiler. The multi-test profiler aggregates data across all tests to highlight performance, hotspot, and coverage gaps. So by analyzing functional data blocks, FDB, from multiple runs, it helps identify slow areas, optimize regression, and track trends over time for smarter debugging and faster coverage closure. So the new multi-test profiler in Questa 1 lets you profile multiple tests and engines in a single run. Instead of profiling each metric separately, for example, focusing first on constraint solving, then memory usage, you can now view CPU usage, memory consumption, solver activity, and constraint performance together in one dashboard. So this approach eliminates the need to open multiple databases, reducing license usage, and provide a single consolidated view of overall regression performance with easy navigation across test and result. So we have color codes This is well explained in documentation. Red, for example, for usage profiler, green for solver profiler, blue for performance, etc. And all this histogram now show the test count per engine. Now the focus is shifting to end user productivity by faster engineers through automation and efficiency, faster engines with more powerful, responsive tools, fewer workload by streamlining processes. AI enables smarter verification workflows that boost both engineers and result, not just tools, speed. So all on an open platform that fits in a flow. We support PSS or portable stimulus, VHDL 2019, UVVM, CocoaDB framework, etc. So until recently, our lineup included Questa Base, Core, and Prime. So now existing Questa Prime users can take advantage at no extra cost of the powerful and new Questa One SIM. So this upgrade reflects a major R&D investment and a clear roadmap, delivering even greater value and performance to our customers. So this is the time for questions.
So the first question is, can I merge coverage database generated with the old engine and another one from the new engine?
Thank you. This is a good question. The new engine is completely different, so it doesn't make sense to merge previous data coming from the old engine. So no, it doesn't work like this. So you need to regenerate new data for if you want to do merge, but you do it in the new engine, of course.
Okay, thank you. I have a second question, which is for me, the second question. I will answer it in a few seconds. I just want to use this question to say, so you have on this slide the name of all your local account managers, so you can ask them directly the question. You have the email address and phone number. So the question is, are all the Questa Prime licenses automatically eligible for Questa One, or is any additional setup needed? So the answer is easy. For all the people already using Questa Prime, it will be automatically transformed into Questa One licenses at the next renewal or today. So no difference of pricing. So no need of update or something like that. So just the Questa Prime is replaced by Questa One SIM for the other parts like VIP and so on, as Rachid mentioned. So this is something completely different.
Otherwise, I can answer another question. How can I check that I'm really using the new Questa One engine? So you can verify it in the simulation log or the version banner printed at when you launch the tool. So the log will explicitly mention Questa One and the new engine details.
Okay, thank you. Some other question. Yes, a new one. Okay. So you can see it as well, Rachid, probably. So will my simulation speed improve automatically, or do I need to enable specific options?
So many optimization are on by default. So you will see speed improvement without changing your flow. For maximum gains, you can also enable optional switches like advanced compile or coverage settings to fully leverage the new engine. Does the GUI will change, or is it possible to stay with the previous one? Yes, we can switch to the previous GUI look and feel. But if you move if you need to benefit from the new advanced features and the performance gain, you need to use the new command, etc., dedicated to Questa 1. But you can still use in the previous one, but you will not get all this performance that we just present today. Yes, of course, you can use in the old GUI. But I can add another detail between the old and the new Questa 1. Let's say like this. The key point here is we stop using the classical GUI with the waveform viewer, and we fully use only visualizer, because in the previous versions you can choose between the old GUI waveform viewer, the classical waveform viewer, or visualizer. But if you jump to the new Questa 1 sim, you only have visualizer as default.
Okay, another question. Will Siemens or their industry offer a possibility to test Questa 1 for a validation? Yes, we will. So you just have to ask us, and we will provide you with a limited in time version to test. No problem on that. Just send us an email for that.
Absolutely. So as you can see today, we focus mainly on Questa 1 sim, which is mainly the simulator with the new enhancement, with the new performance, etc. And of course, there are the other solution that I mentioned in my presentation earlier, which is the formal tools solution, the Ivory VIP solution, and verification IQ. So all these are nice features, nice tools, but we can maybe dedicate other session to go more in deep on those.
Is Questa 1 also envisioned to be integrated with design tools like currently HDL Designer, or those will keep separate?
This is a good question. I don't want to anticipate, but of course, there are some developments like similar to the HDL Designer technology, but in the new Questa field. So we can give you more details very soon, in the couple months, let's say like this. But it's going to be anyway independent tools.
So other tools like Questa Lint and so on are still available, Rachid?
No, about the Questa simulator with tools like HDL Designer, as in the past, the integration. So you can, of course, keep working with Questa 1 and connected with tools for design creation, etc. But today, the new solution is still not available completely.